Yeah, hi. Yeah, my name is Shashank. My name is Shashank Shikasi, and today I am going to talk about Selenium locators. So basically, Selenium is a open source web testing tool. So not web testing. In the flavors of Selenium, we have app testing also like APM, Selendroid, and Vinium. So basically, I am just talking about Selenium locators with regard to Selenium WebDriver. So in Java Selenium, locators are used to identify the web elements. So to identify web element and interacting with the web element on the web page, we use the locators. So a web element could include things like button, we have text field, we have and anything which is present in the web page. So for in the Windows system, we click right clicking, just right clicking or two finger clicking. uh, in the bottom side, we get the inspect option. So by inspecting, the HTML page opens, and with the help of that, control F, uh, if we will press the control F, we will just have one bar is there. So in that bar, we can just find the XPath, and all the locators we can just find. So currently in Selenium there are 8 type of locators. So the first my first we are going with ID. So ID locator, basically ID is the locator, attribute of HTML element. So we have in the Java Selenium, we have one concept of driver, for driver dot find element by dot. So this is the format we used to write the script. So when we give the driver dot find element by dot id, so it should be id. For id locator, it should be id. And other locators, we have id locator, we have name locator, we have class name, and we have tag name there. And we have link text, we have partial link text, if any link is present is there. So if a link is present, class name and id are they are not clickable, but the link is clickable. So for locating this, we have different type of locator. Link text and partial link text is there, and css selector is there, and xpath is there. So basically there are 8 type of locators. So coming one by one, I have told id locator, though this is by dot id. When id is present, so we are just giving by dot id, we are finding the locator with the help of id. And with the name, if any name is present, you using name attribute. Basically these are called attributes: id, name, class name. So these are attributes. So using the name attribute of html, we can find the name locator, like driver dot find element by dot name. And in the bracket, whatever the name is present, uh, anything abc or something element name is there, so name will be there. And likewise id, for id is also there. So basically the attribute name and attribute value. So like attribute name is id, so attribute value should be likewise. And attribute name is name, or attribute name is class name, so attribute name and attribute value should be present. So we have talked about id, name, and we have class name. So class name locator is there. So using the class attribute of html element, we use class name locator. So driver dot find element by dot class name. So with the help of class name, by dot class name, and in bracket, within the quotes, we are giving the class element class name, whatever it is present in the web page. And we have tag name also. So using the html tag name of element, we are using this locator, like driver dot find element by dot tag name, and in the bracket, input, whatever the input it is, in the tag name. and link text is there. So in the link text, using the visible text of link, so if any link is there, so what is present in the form of link, we can just link is clickable, so we will just use that link, like by dot link text. So in the bracket, in the double quotes, we can give that link. And we have partial link also. So in the partial link, using the partial link match of visible text. So here, like driver dot find element by partial link text. So by dot partial link text, we are giving, in the bracket, we are giving the partial link text, whatever it is present in the web page. And we have a css locator also. So using css locator to locate the element is like driver dot find element by dot css selector. So it is css selector, it is not locator. It is a type of locator, but it is pronounced as selector, that is css selector. So driver dot find element by dot css selector. So in the bracket we will give, in the bracket, in the double quotes, we will give whatever the css selector is present. And the last one is xpath. So it is the xpath is quietly widely used, and xpath is basically the xml path. So using the xpath expression to locate elements, we use xpath. So the format is same, like driver dot find element by dot that xpath is whatever the xpath is there. So like xpath format is, uh, it can be like input, and in the square bracket, the like at the rate, we are giving attribute name is equal to attribute value in the single quotes. So this is a sample format for the xpath. Now in Selenium, we have different type of xpath. So like we have in xpath we have absolute xpath and relative xpath. So basically xpath is very powerful and flexible language used to navigate the html documents. So in the context of java selenium, xpath is commonly used to locate the elements on the web page. So xpath expression can be used, like xpath expression is another concept. XPath expression can be used to identify element based on their attributes or hierarchy position. Like hierarchy position, we will talk further, like parent to child. So this is the hierarchy. So hierarchy position in the HTML structure. So we are discussing for XPath. So as I have told that we have two types of XPath. So basically absolute XPath and relative XPath. And we have in the absolute xpath, we have xpath by attribute, xpath by text, and xpath by contains function. And we have xpath axis we have. So in the xpath axis, we in the xpath axis, it is a powerful tool, but it is essential to be used in like a very precautionary manner. So in absolute path, generally are discouraged, because absolute path are not very useful. So as they can be like easy to broke. So the safety, due to the safety, the absolute path are not preferred. So the relative xpath is preferred over the absolute xpath. So we have like xpath, in the relative xpath we have like a xpath with contains function, and partial links text, and xpath with dependent independent xpath is there. So these are the format of xpath. And it is a basically it is a locator. So for the today's session, I think we have discussed much about locators. Okay, thank you, bye.